Even though Jeffrey Epstein passed away in 2019 while in prison, his name continues to dominate conversations in January 2024, 5 years after his demise. The mystery surrounding the billionaire seems to be gradually unraveling. From the unsettling revelations of a private island being used for the trafficking of underage girls to the mysterious absence of CCTV footage from his prison cell, and now a widely circulated list of celebrities possibly linked to Epstein, these are the developments that have reignited public interest in Epstein's case. Before we dive into today's video, take a moment to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. In the tumultuous events of August 2019, the world was shaken by the sudden and controversial death of Jeffrey Epstein, a notorious financier and convicted sex offender discovered unresponsive in his jail cell at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York City. Epstein's demise not only raised eyebrows, but also sparked a wave of speculation. While awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges, the circumstances surrounding Epstein's death became the focal point of intense scrutiny and investigations led by both the FBI and the Department of Justice. Despite the New York City Medical Examiner and the Justice Department Inspector General officially ruling his death as a suicide by hanging, this conclusion did little to assuage the lingering doubts and skepticism that permeated public discourse. Epstein's connections to powerful figures, his assertions of possessing compromising information, and reported violations of prison procedures gave rise to conspiracy theories suggesting that he might have been silenced to protect influential individuals. Adding to the controversy, the guards on duty were later charged with record falsification, casting an additional shadow of doubt on the official narrative and further fueling public speculation. According to official reports, Epstein was confined to his jail cell in the special housing unit at the Metropolitan Correctional Center, designed to accommodate high-profile and at-risk inmates while ensuring enhanced security and surveillance. Epstein found himself alone in his cell after his cellmate was transferred earlier that day. The guards on duty, purportedly overworked and understaffed, contributed to an environment susceptible to potential foul play. As the night progressed, surveillance footage revealed a series of irregularities and lapses in protocol. Allegedly, the guards assigned to monitor Epstein's cell were found asleep or distracted, failing in their duty to ensure his safety. One of the significant factors raising eyebrows pertained to apparent violations of jail procedures. Despite being slated for constant surveillance, reports surfaced indicating that the guards on duty failed to conduct regular checks and even falsified records to conceal their negligence. This revelation only deepens suspicions that foul play may have been involved. The narrative takes a darker turn with the revelation of Epstein's initial suicide attempt on July 25, 2019. He was discovered semi-conscious in his prison cell with neck injuries, prompting concerns about his well-being and leading to his placement on suicide watch. As investigations unfolded, additional details emerged. Epstein had been removed from suicide watch just days before his death, despite a previous incident raising concerns about his well-being. This decision raised questions about the judgment of those responsible for his care, fueling speculation about whether it was a deliberate move to create an opportunity for him to take his own life. The unfolding circumstances surrounding Epstein's demise continued to raise profound questions about the events leading to his tragic end. Amidst the swirling chaos and controversy surrounding Jeffrey Epstein's demise, a critical piece of evidence that could have offered insights into the events leading up to his first suicide attempt was the surveillance video. This footage, potentially valuable in unraveling the mysteries of that fateful day, was meant to shed light on the circumstances within and outside Epstein's jail cell. However, shockingly, U.S. prosecutors revealed a disconcerting truth. The surveillance video from Epstein's initial suicide attempt had been destroyed due to technical errors. The jail's inadvertent saving of footage from the wrong cell led to the accidental erasure of this crucial evidence. This revelation posed significant implications, raising questions about the transparency and integrity of the investigation into Epstein's death. The mishandling of such a critical piece of evidence sparked inquiries into whether it was an honest mistake or if something more sinister was at play. Adding to the intrigue were the malfunctioning cameras in the vicinity surrounding Epstein's cell. These cameras, which should have captured essential footage leading up to his death, conveniently malfunctioned, creating a void of visual evidence. This too fueled questions about whether the malfunction was a mere coincidence or a deliberate attempt to conceal the truth. Epstein's demise occurred at a time when he claimed to possess compromising information about powerful figures. His boasts of having knowledge capable of bringing down influential individuals led to speculation that his death was orchestrated to prevent him from revealing damning secrets. This speculation fueled theories that Epstein might have been murdered to protect the interests of those who feared exposure. The suspicious circumstances surrounding Epstein's death prompted immediate investigations by the FBI and the Department of Justice. These agencies diligently sought to uncover the truth behind the events leading up to his demise and determine whether foul play was involved. The focus extended beyond the guards on duty to scrutinizing the broader system that allowed lapses in security and accountability. The FBI and the Department of Justice conducted interviews, meticulously reviewed surveillance footage, and analyzed evidence to establish a clear timeline of events. Their aim was to determine if any individuals had motives to silence Epstein permanently. The investigations into Jeffrey Epstein's death were intricate and extensive, probing the vast web of connections he had cultivated throughout the years. As the inquiries unfolded, numerous conspiracy theories emerged, fueled by the bizarre incidents that transpired on that fateful day. One theory gaining notable traction suggests that Epstein's demise was not a suicide, but rather a meticulously orchestrated murder. Advocates of this theory highlight the irregularities observed in the surveillance footage, the lack of proper supervision, and the potential motives of influential figures who could have been exposed by Epstein's testimony. Another intriguing theory proposes that Epstein might have staged his own death, executing an elaborate escape plan to evade the pursuit of justice. Supporters of this idea argue that Epstein's substantial wealth and extensive connections would have provided him with the resources and means to carry out such a scheme. The night of Epstein's death remains veiled in mystery, leaving more questions than answers. The official narrative, attempting to provide clarity, has fallen short of satisfying the public's hunger for the truth. This shortfall has given rise to a fertile ground for speculation and skepticism to thrive, creating an atmosphere where various theories continue to capture public imagination and debate. Despite the lack of footage documenting Epstein's final days, a disturbing video has emerged from a police raid on one of his properties, giving us a glimpse into the twisted mind of this depraved individual. The chilling footage, captured in 2005, takes us inside Epstein's luxurious 9-bedroom mansion, revealing the disturbing environment he cultivated. As authorities meticulously combed through the sprawling residence, they were confronted with a shocking sight. The walls were adorned with dozens of photographs, offering a detailed insight into the illicit tastes of the millionaire financier. These explicit images, prominently displayed throughout the house, served as haunting reminders of the alleged sex trafficking and sexual abuse that unfolded within these very walls. One of the photos featured a young girl, about 6 years old, bending over in a tiny dress with her backside exposed. The image was considered so explicit that authorities chose to blur it out in the footage. In another photograph, a dark-haired girl, appearing to be around 15, posed in a tiny black bikini, positioned directly above a completely nude girl lying on a beach. Some of the photos also featured Epstein's then-girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, including one where she too appeared naked on a beach. However, the shocking revelations did not end with the explicit photographs. As the camera panned across the room, it revealed a collection of bizarre and unsettling artwork. Yet one particular piece stood out above the rest, a photograph of Epstein himself, seemingly standing at the White House press podium. This image served as a chilling reminder of his connections to powerful individuals and the extent of his influence. Despite this, Ghislaine Maxwell found herself in handcuffs, facing a significant amount of time behind bars. Shockingly, it has come to light that Maxwell's involvement in Epstein's abusive network dates back as far as 1994, where she played a key role in assisting him in identifying and targeting vulnerable young girls. The victims that Maxwell and Epstein sought out were often from single-mother households, enduring challenging financial circumstances that made them easy targets for manipulation and coercion. Once Maxwell and Epstein had identified their victims, they embarked on a calculated and systematic process of grooming and exploiting them. Maxwell would approach these young girls, cunningly feigning friendship and displaying a keen interest in their lives. She would inquire about their schools, families, and dreams, creating a false sense of trust and connection. To further ingratiate herself with the victims, Maxwell would take them on outings, such as trips to the movies or extravagant shopping sprees. These activities aim to normalize Maxwell's presence in their lives and make the victims feel comfortable around her. Little did they know that Ghislaine Maxwell's true intentions were far from innocent. However, justice has finally caught up with her, as she has now been sentenced to a substantial 20 years behind bars. This sentencing is a significant step towards holding her accountable for the heinous crimes she committed alongside Jeffrey Epstein. While the circumstances surrounding Epstein's death have been shrouded in controversy and speculation, many people believe that as time goes on, it seems increasingly likely that more shocking revelations will come to light, unveiling the truth behind Epstein's demise and the extent of his criminal activities. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel if you have yet to do so. Be sure to also hit that notification bell if you don't want to miss out on our upcoming videos.